in sixth form, you're with someone and you're about to go to uni, do you think you should break up before you go?
How would you handle a dispute within the flat?
If there is a fire, do not go back and get your stuff. I'm gonna be honest, it is hard making friends at uni.
Alright, move right up its place.
Today, we've had a mare. We've had a complete mare. You're probably thinking, Jessica, why do you look so nice? Why do you look so nice? We tried to take Instagram pictures. The curtain just dropped. The lamp just dropped. The Wi-Fi just cut. This has been a hectic day. We're having a bit of a mare, but we're going to film. So, hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Jessie.
And it's Jessica. So for today's video, welcome to
Uncensored episode 3.
Two girls who have just finished their first term of university. We're going to be talking about everything uni and life.
You guys told us in the last video, you commented down some topics you wanted us to talk about, so we're going to talk about them today. If you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, it will be linked in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. Thank you for watching our last video, our little Great British Bake Off challenge. If you haven't seen that, it will be linked below as well. Our Instagram will also be linked down below if you want to follow us there. If you guys want to watch the ads, please feel free to watch them, and thank you for all your support anyway. So make sure you guys like, comment and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. I've got my chim chim.
Obviously, we are not at university, we are still at home, but you know what, let's do episode 3 of Uni Uncensored. I have my little notebook, and I have some topics and questions that you guys suggested, as well as what we've thought of.
I need to eat.
I need to eat while I do this. I cannot be sitting seriously. God.
Okay, so
how do you know which course is for you?
They base their uni course, their choice of uni course based on what they did at sixth form, as in
what they did well in.
Yeah, obviously that's most people would do. Apparently you shouldn't do that. You pick what you actually enjoy.
Like,
if you're good at it, then obviously you enjoy it, but that's not the case.
But the thing is,
you have to enjoy it enough to want to work hard for it.
I think you should necessarily do what you did well in, because I did well in RS, I would never pick it.
Yeah.
But then I enjoyed A-level PE more, so it kind of made sense for me to pick PE.
So
I do think, do pick what you did do well in, because obviously it shows that
you wanted to work hard for it, but actually genuinely enjoy it. Look at the university and look at the courses that that are similar. You might find something more specific that you like, because there's so many courses out there. I think look at how they're assessed. Look at obviously your predicted grades, what you need to get.
In my mind, need to take a step out. Guys, I got myself an orange because at night I sit and I think. And I think back to our old videos where we were singing, and I get so embarrassed because I'm thinking, why did I do that? I know I'm not a good singer and I don't have good vocals, but why would I even do that to myself? Next topic was the difference between real friends and fake friends within the flat. Can I start?
Within the flat?
You're in a flat, and especially when you live with people, you know who you gel with and you know who you don't gel with. Does that make sense? It's going to be obvious.
When the university puts you in accommodation, it's literally like a random system.
Yeah.
So you're literally put
by chance, you're put with
these
few
people. Actually beauty in that. It's actually quite fun.
Yeah.
Because you actually get to meet people that you would have never spoken to in your life. Yeah. But you might gel with some more than the others.
You'll kind of know, because you'll go and do the food shopping together. You'll always be going out with this person in your flat. You'll know who you spend the most time with to know. And I think living in a flat, I don't think anyone's going to be a fake friend to you. Necessarily your friend just because you're in a flat.
Yeah. I think that's one thing.
You just live in the same building.
You don't automatically have to be friends, but I feel like you should make the effort to be nice to of course you have to be nice to everyone.
Let's say, how would you handle a dispute within the flat? How would you go about it?
It depends on what it is. If it's something like you didn't take the bins out, you just give them a chance. Oh, could you just take the bins out when you're done, have your breakfast or something? Simple. Always be nice with it. You don't want there to be tension. You need to learn each other's boundaries. I liked that our accommodation, they made us all have a meeting and write down rules on a piece of paper.
What people like, what people don't like. And when in the moment, don't be scared. Say how you feel. Say how you feel, or then you'll be dealing with it.
If you wanna talk to them about it and just be like, oh hey, you wanna pull them aside to have a conversation. The person who's in your flat, say they're the mouthiest, don't let them do it. The person who's the quietest, let them do it. Because, of course, if the person who's the mouthiest comes and talks to them and pulls them aside, they're just going to be they're always like this, they're just talking to talk. But if the person who's the quiet person, who's quite reserved,
when you're quiet,
then they'll be like, oh, okay,
she actually said something.
She actually came and told me something. Never gang up, I'd say.
No.
I say if just one person pull them aside.
I'd never get into altercations. Anyone. Literally, I don't argue with anyone. And I feel like when I do or when I say something, then you know
that I'm being serious.
See, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't get into arguments with people. Because then whenever you get into an argument, no one will ever take you seriously or think you're genuinely upset. They just think you're
always
angry,
always shouting or always getting arguments with people.
But when you literally the first time you do and I say something, then you know it's real.
Yeah. You can always go to like, I don't know, your receptionist and tell them you're having issues. You can go to the uni, you know.
Yeah. Of course.
If it's like serious.
There's people to call.
But at the end of the day, just realise you're never alone. Like, you've got your friends still from home, you've got your family, you can call them. Like, there's so many people out there that you can meet and be friends with. You don't have to be friends with these people, but just be nice and civil. Because you all don't want a nasty first year experience together.
Don't give people a chance to mess you about.
Yeah. No one's gonna mess you about. You're gonna be fine. No one's gonna mess you about. No one's gonna mess you about.
How to balance social life and work. This one speaks to my chest because I did the absolute opposite of what I should have done in the first term. Every single day from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night, Jessie and I were sitting in that room week on week on week on week. Just only when one time someone told us you guys should go to the library, then you thought, oh yeah, let's leave the room.
If there was a chance to go outside and to go and party and to go and meet people, I would have taken the chance. But because there's nothing else to do, I might as well just sit and do my work.
We never watched TV.
What TV?
Like, I was deep in, like, you see how people like, oh, they stick on a film at the end of the night, they watch a bit of Netflix. When I tell you, I couldn't even get through a 10-minute YouTube video.
But say you didn't do that work, would you have done well in the exams?
Probably not.
But I feel like you would have found a way.
Yeah, that's the thing. How do you balance both? You balance it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you balance it. I didn't have anything to balance. So, when you have something to balance, you'll be able to balance it.
Yeah, 100%.
Work during the day, party at night.
Just be responsible and manage your time well. Like, actually think.
Stay on top of the weeks.
Yeah.
Minimum 1 week behind. You can be.
But I wouldn't.
I was never behind.
I would never ever suggest to try and
be behind. But if you're gonna be behind, only be 1 week behind.
Sometimes having fun makes you work better.
I think it does.
Like when you take a break, I can get back to the work better.
You're in a happy mood. Someone said how to keep your stuff safe. We don't live with thieves. I hope you guys don't live with thieves. Lock your door. Like even if you're popping out for like 2 minutes, lock your door because you just never. Not that I feel like people are gonna steal. You just never know because sometimes even the maintenance people they have keys into all our
they can get in if they want to.
They have keys to our doors and our flat.
You know where all your valuable stuff is and don't just keep it out. So just make sure you lock your door.
It's not even locking it because you feel like people are gonna steal. It's just a sense of security.
Don't bring a bike. If you want to bring a bike to university, bring a bike. Make sure you have a good bike lock because there's people stealing bikes. More chance of robbery in a second and third year house than in a uni accommodation.
Yeah, but sometimes, but sometimes when you're on the ground floor and you leave your window open, there's been stories of people climbing through people's windows and stealing their laptops.
Just assess your living situation and assess what you can do to make it as safe as possible. If there is a fire. If there is a fire, do not go back and get your stuff. Honestly, leave it and just go outside. I made that mistake. I didn't want to. I was like, should I get my laptop? Should I get my laptop? No, leave it and go outside because I was literally like, I'm gonna embarrass myself when I'm standing outside there with laptops and speakers, and then the fire brigade are looking at me like, why did you take your stuff? So I actually had to stop myself like, no, Jessie, no, this isn't the right thing to do. You know, in primary school they give you all this information about fire safety, but the moment you're in a fire, all of it goes out the window.
We thought the our flat was gonna go up in flames, so we thought we need to get our stuff.
Why did we go back for our phones?
That was at least the minute I shouting at me, Jessica, phones, Jessica, phones, and I ran back into the kitchen where the fire was to get our phones and then ran out.
Don't go back for your phone.
We were like, oh, we need to get our keys. Why do we need our
They would let us back in anything. When you get to your accommodation, look at the fire exits, read the information because we weren't did I know there was a fire blanket on the wall? No. But Claudia did. And you know we were meant to call 44 something, 411. We were meant to call the ambulance, but we got outside and said there was a fire and then the guy had to go and call. We were meant to call the fire. Okay. Leave the information on the wall about what you need to do because we were not expecting it. If you guys want to know the full story, we'll link it down below where we had a little kitchen fire. We just finished our first semester.
Literally, we finished our first semester.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we just did our exams for them. They were online.
Also, when it comes to exams, it depends on your course, but I don't think that you can literally not revise or revise just a little bit and rely on your notes. It got to the point where like the time was ticking. I was just using my brain. I was literally just using my brain to answer questions. And sometimes you have to apply the knowledge. I enjoyed myself tremendously.
What, doing the exams?
Dude, yeah.
So
Jessie
hard.
crazy.
She drove me crazy on that
I was
last
like, no,
module.
Jessie, we're revising.
I'm gonna be honest, it is hard making friends at uni. I think
With
it is
COVID.
hard. I think it is hard.
Because you're not forced into situations with people.
Say there's like 200 people in our course or whatever. And when you go to like in-person sessions when we used to, and you'd have to like book so that there was only a certain amount of numbers because of COVID, so there'd be like 20 people. You'd meet like 2 people. It would be like that same people you meet each week, and it's that same like 2 or 3 people.
And because you're all
meet.
sitting in a room with your mask on, like at a distance from each other, where's the conversation?
And you all just leave at the end.
You all just leave at the end. You know what it is? I think is when you're exiting the room or you're waiting outside, that's the time to quickly make convo with someone and beat yourself up about it. Like you will,
or don't try and get too bugged down because everyone else is kind of feeling that way. On the course group chat and just message someone and be like, oh hi, where are you from? How were your exams? How are you finding the course? Like just message someone like that. If you guys go to the University of Birmingham and you want to be our friends, please comment below. Comment below. And we'll actually be friends.
This guy, he likes a girl, but
Who has a man.
This girl has a man, and he knows this girl through uni, but the
So
girl,
they're at uni together, but at home she has a boyfriend.
she has a boyfriend at home, but she's giving him signals that, you know, they're just getting a bit too comfortable with each other.
I feel like when you're in uni, obviously you're in like, it's kind of like your own bubble. So like it does actually, I'm not gonna lie, when I go to Birmingham it feels like a different world than being in London. So I guess it can feel.
the person.
I feel like if you couldn't do something, if you can't do this, like act the same way in front of your significant other, you shouldn't be acting that way.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you know that she can act this way, she has a man, what do you think she could do if you were together?
And I feel like to this person, you deserve better. No, you deserve to know where you stand. So don't let her use you, and like, you know, you're giving her all your time and attention, knowing that she's going home at Christmas to her boyfriend.
Yeah. Say you're in 6th form, you're with someone, and you're about to go to uni. Do you think you should break up before you go?
No. I honestly,
Some people, it's gonna end. You do realize it's gonna end.
I think 6th form relationships do end.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
No, because
I'm saying people.
no, 6th form. I would not want to meet anyone in 6th form.
What?
Because
they're
they're
not.
not 6th form. People in 6th form are not serious.
I think there's some people who doesn't get. If you're in a relationship and you're together and you're about to go off to uni, don't let the world tell you you can't be together or it's not gonna work. If you want it to work, it can work.
Yeah,
Everyone's
if you
always
really love
saying,
the person.
oh yeah, just break up, it's gonna end anyway. I feel like don't let the world tell you it can't work. It can work if you want it to work. But I would just make sure you have you communicated and you trust each other, because going to there's people.
If you can't see yourself with the person in like 2 years' time, end it.
Okay, maybe not that. You have the mindset of it's better now than later.
I think if you just know,
If
I
you
feel
know
like
it's not gonna
you know when
continue.
you just know that like we're not gonna be together in the end. If you genuinely really love this person and you have really good chemistry, I do think that the chemistry will transcend borders. From the Midlands to
What do
the
you
South.
think of people going to the same uni as their boyfriend or girlfriend?
I think Beyonce. Oh, I don't know. I think I would mind. I don't know.
Would you want them following you? Or you could be following them actually. I can't say they'll be following you.
I think different accommodations. If you go to the same
100%.
university,
100%.
why would you? Different accommodations.
100%. Really genuinely want to go to that uni, go with your boyfriend or girlfriend to that uni, but don't go just because they're
Don't
going.
go as a couple. Go by yourself. You just happen to be together with this person. That's what I would say.
So that you get the chance to at least meet people, make friends, and not just have to stick with your boyfriend or girlfriend the whole time you're there. Definitely different accommodations.
That's bare
Definitely.
minimum.
Because it's like you're basically living together, and then you'll end up like being together and doing things together because it's convenient.
It's your personal opinion.
Or
but
at least
I don't
different
think-
flats in the same accommodation. Do not be in the same flat. You're gonna make everyone else awkward.
You see when it was that when a couple is living together in one
uni room. That's illegal, I swear.
It is. Uni is a fashion show. You literally, because I only went to one lecture like in person a week. I dressed
Dressed
up.
up.
I put my makeup on.
I dressed
because
up, even though it was covered by a mask. I dressed up.
Yeah, because why not?
Only time to actually, we're not going to the club, so you might as well look nice and go to a seminar.
Even on the Zooms, like I'm gonna try and look cute for the Zooms.
The lecturers like seeing faces.
Just a smile, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't a twin, I think I'd put my camera on more.
Yes.
It actually made, when we're like, I don't know, I hate it. Like we're in separate rooms, yeah, but we both have our cameras on, and it's the same background, same person. You think there's a glitch? Oh, I just hate that. I just hate looking like in the screen. I can see Jessica
Because I know people are looking at
at
us
us
more than anyone else. And you know the lecturer's probably gonna call on, are you two twins?
Because when we've been at home, no, that's why we really want to go back to uni. Because when we've been at home and say, when the second semester starts, and because we're gonna be at home for the start of it, and like we have to be on Zooms, we cannot be coming and sitting in the same camera on the Zoom. No. We did that for some of our tutorials, and because that's just a tutorial. We just weren't bothered to like go into find separate place of the house, like go to a place of the house just to sit and be on a Zoom.
But like for our presentation, Jessie had to sit downstairs, I had to sit upstairs, but we were in the same group doing the same presentation. She could hear me upstairs talking, and because we had to be on separate cameras.
So I just hope that we can get back to uni fast so that we can be on separate cameras, because I'm not gonna sit there like this. No.
We hope you guys enjoyed episode 3 of Uni Uncensored. The topics were quite quick to like talk about. We hope it was still entertaining to watch. We hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below any other topics or any
even dilemmas. Like it doesn't have to be uni related. Just anything you want.
Anything about life. Please comment them down below and we will do it in the next episode. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.